to my book channel. If you're new here, my name's Hannah. I also have a Bookstagram, you can follow me on there. That's a fun place where people write reviews of books, obviously. That's what a Bookstagram is. Anyway, I thought I would do a book haul of books I have picked up recently. So let's just, this whole pile of books here. This is what a book haul is, obviously. I've got a mixture of romances and thriller books, obviously. I think like the thriller genre is my favourite to read, but recently after I read The Flatshare I really wanted to read a bit more of romance and romantic comedies and stuff, so I've kind of thrown a few of those in here as well. Called Watching You by Lisa Joelle. This will be the second book by her that I've read. I absolutely loved The Family Upstairs. That's, I think, my favourite book that I've read this year is The Family Upstairs, so I'm really excited to get more into her. I was about to say discography, that's what musicians things are called. Anyway, I'm excited to read more books by Lisa Joelle. So this one is called Watching You, and it says, you think you're safe, but what if someone is watching you? And I just immediately thought of the program You on Netflix, which is just really creepy. I'm gonna read the blurbs of these books just in case you guys want to read any of these. It says, you're back home after 4 years of working abroad. You're keen to find a place of your own, but for now you're crashing in your big brother's spare room, and then you meet the man next door. He's the head teacher of the local school, twice your age, extraordinary, attractive. You find yourself watching him all the time. You never dreamed that your innocent crush might become a deadly obsession, or that someone is watching you. So, what? Is she the one that's watching him, or is she being watched by someone? I'm intrigued to read this one for sure. If you've read books by Lisa Joelle, let me know what your favourite one is. I'm very excited to read this one. The second one was, I've already read this one, but I'm just going to show you it anyway because it's books that I purchased recently. The second one is a rom-com. It's called R Stop by Laura Jane Williams. I read this one. I absolutely loved it. It was really, really cheesy, really cringy, but sometimes that's all you need. Anyway, this is called Our Stop, and the tagline, is that what it's called, is what if you almost missed the love of your life? And it says, all anyone wants is to make a connection. Nadia gets the 7:30 train every morning without fail, well, except if she oversleeps or wakes up at her friend Emma's after too much wine. Daniel really does get the 7:30 train every morning, which is easy because he hasn't been able to sleep properly since his dad died. One morning, Nadia catches sight of a post in the daily paper. To the cute girl with the coffee stains on her dress, I'm the guy who's always standing near the doors, ... drink sometime. So begins a not quite romance of the near misses, true love and the power of the written word. I loved this. It's just a really fun way to think of how people actually probably could have met through writing to each other through letters, or through the misconnection things. It's actually a real thing, by the way. The misconnections is a thing the Tube has in London, and people write to each other or people that they've seen on the Tube. I really liked this. It made me laugh. It made me cringe because some of the terminology about, I don't know, the term Instagrammer just makes me cringe a bit. Anyway, I really liked it. I read it quite quickly as well, and it's one that you can read really quickly because you just kind of want to see them meet and stuff. Recently is called The Holiday by T.M. Logan. It says 7 days, 3 families, 1 killer. My favourite colour is blue, so any book that has a blue cover. I got some of these books on the Amazon sale for like £3. That's the only reason I bought no books, is because they were like £3, and I try not to buy new books unless I've read the majority of ones on my to be read list, but yeah, some of these were from Amazon. Anyway, the blurb of this one says, holiday, 4 best friends and their husbands and children in a luxurious villa under the blazing sunshine of Provence. But there is trouble in paradise. Kate suspects that her husband is having an affair and that the other woman is one of her best friends. One of these women is willing to sacrifice years of friendship and destroy her family, but which one? As Kate closes in on the truth, she realises too late that the stakes are far higher than she ever imagined, because someone in the villa is prepared to kill to keep their secret hidden. Like, who is she gonna kill? I'm very intrigued by this one. To be fair, I literally saw it all over Bookstagram and then it was £3, so I thought, you know what, I'll read it at some point. The next one is my current read, and this is called Never Saw You Coming, and this is a rom-com romance. Again, my favourite colour is blue, so, and also because I've got more into reading romances. This one, I've been reading it this morning. I'm currently on page 171, and I'm really enjoying it so far. It's funny, it's making me laugh, and the chapters are really short because they're just Jim and Zara's perspective, which makes it so much easier to read. It says, some people go looking for love, others crash right into it. Zara believes in love so much that she flies from Dubai to Liverpool to be with a man she barely knows. It's a risk, but she's certain that uprooting her life for Nick is the new start that she needs. Jim Glover is stuck. Since his dad died, he put his dreams aside and stayed home in Liverpool to care for his mum. Trapped in a dead-end job, he's going nowhere, that is, until he gets a phone call that might just change his life. Zara and Jim aren't supposed to meet, but then fate steps in, and when their worlds collide, a real journey begins. I'm really enjoying this. It's making me laugh, and I think I just want to carry on reading. Like, Zara and Jim are pretty much like complete opposite people, and I've just got past the part where they have met. So, like, obviously I won't tell you how they meet, but literally the tagline kind of gives it away, as in some people go looking for love, others crash right into it. So it's very cute. I'm enjoying it so far, and also the author commented on my picture on my Bookstagram, which is always nice. It's nice when an author says, hope you enjoy the book, or the journey as she called it, and it is a journey. But yeah, that's the third book that I picked up recently. The fourth book is another thriller. Again, I have seen this all over Bookstagram with mixed reviews on it, and I kind of try not to read them before I read the book myself, just so I don't have a skewed opinion of how I feel when I read the book. Anyway, this is The Chain by Adrian McNitty, and it says, your phone rings, a stranger has kidnapped your child. To free them, you must abduct someone else's child. Your child will be released when your victim's parents kidnap another child. If any one of these things don't happen, your child will be killed. Victim, survivor, abductor, criminal. You will become each one. You are now part of the chain. Oh my god, I just like got chills. This sounds really, really creepy. Holy. Wow. Holy crap. This is what someone's review of this book is. It says, you'll miss meals, sleep, and your stop on the bus, guaranteed, because you won't be able to, I'm assuming because you won't be able to put the book down, and you'll be like, what the hell? Like, what is this chain? And even Stephen King says, nightmarish, incredibly propulsive, and original. I don't think I've read a propulsive thriller yet, so Perhaps this might give me nightmares. I don't know how I feel. I'm not reading it just yet, but I'm just I'm intrigued. I might be scared by this one. I don't know. Have you read this one? What did you think of it? Did you think it was okay? Did you like it? Did you not? Did you get the hype? Anyway, I have read this already. I literally just, I finished reading this a couple of days ago. My boyfriend bought this book for me like a week ago, I think, or maybe 2 weeks ago, I don't know. And this is The Lying Room by Nishi French. Really enjoyed this one. The ending was a bit disappointing. I feel like it could have been really, really good, and I just kind of feel like it was like, huh? Anyway, this is called The Lying Room. It says, she says she didn't do it, so why hide the truth? A trusted friend, a mother, a wife, Neve Connolly is all these things. She also made mistakes. She's only human after all. But now all missteps spiralling out of control, and Neve is putting these around her in immense danger. She can't own up to what she has done. So how far is she prepared to go to protect the ones she loves? And is there anyone she can trust? A liar, a cheat, a threat. Neve Connolly is all these things. Could she also be a murderer? So, like, you're trying to figure out, is she a murderer? Did she do the murder, or did someone else? And who, if so, who's she covering up for? And, yeah, the only thing I'd say about this book is the chapters are so long. They're literally like 50 pages at a time. And if you're also used to reading books that are like, you know, just 2 or 3 different people's perspective, like going back, like this book just goes from Jim and Zara and their own thoughts, and then going to read a book that literally one chapter is about 50 pages long, I kind of felt myself being like, how am I not at the end of the chapter yet? Because I've not read a book with chapters that long before. But anyways, I would say, if you are a fan of these authors, I say these authors because they're husband and wife. That's what who did it made a lot of sense, if that makes sense. Anyways, and the last book is another rom-com, and this one is by Paige Toon. Love Can Be Hard. And this one on the back says, when Hannah meets Sonny, she's irresistibly drawn to him. He's he's confident, but only in town on holiday. That's fine with Hannah. She doesn't do long-term relationships, and luckily for her, neither does Sonny. But before they can even so much as kiss, Sonny receives some shocking news and commits to making serious life changes, ones that can't and won't involve romance. With even a short fling now off the cards, Hannah and Sonny settle for being friends, but as summer hots up and their chemistry shows no signs of cooling down, they start to question their reasons for shutting each other out. Are they both too broken to find love, and if they tear the walls between them, will they still like what's on the other side? It sounded interesting. Again, this is like £3 on Amazon, so I wanted just to mix it up in case. Basically, I bought this one just in case this one really freaks me out. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, and that's all the books I bought recently. I think. Yeah, 1, 2. Yeah, So this is all the books I have bought recently. If you enjoyed this book haul or you have read any of these books, please let me know. And if you want to follow me on my Bookstagram, I will link it down below. Yeah, that's